Hey, what's up, guys? This is your boy Travis back again here at Big Boy Toy Reviews, and today we are finally taking a look at Buzzmod's Yoko. I think her last name is Littner, right? Isn't it Yoko Littner from Gurren Lagann? And finally have her in my possession. I've been hunting this figure down for months. She came out in a lot of places, like in September or August or something. Some people were getting early reviews out for her, and took me a while to get it. I did get her on Mandarake. She was definitely used. This was definitely opened, and they opened it from the top like idiots. Don't open your boxes from the top, guys. Open them from the bottom if you can. But yeah, she is pretty good, all things considering, right? She looks really good. Her face looks really good. Yeah, we can obviously the paint on her little top there is done really nicely. I would say this should have been like a orange, like it should have been like a kind of a transition from like red to like yellow tips. I think I want to say that's what she looked like in the anime. I think I've seen some other versions of her where this is a little bit more detailed painting for the fire on her chest. But yeah, the belt looks really good. This is a separate piece. I'm not quite sure why, though. It doesn't really make sense for that to be a separate piece. I don't really know why they did that. They could have just attached it to the, I guess, I don't know, shorts. But yeah, then this is, she has the cloth stockings. Same thing with the boots. I want to say these were like supposed to be like a little yellow on the tip of the fire too, I think. But other than that, I mean, they're painted nicely. That zipper looks pretty good. Yeah, so I mean, the paint on her bracers, her little bracelets look really good. No issues there. I mean, with shipping, this thing was $150. So I just the shipping prices these days are out of control, especially coming from Japan. It's just wild. But yeah, even the little skull on her hair is nice. Then his ponytail is relatively heavy. Does kind of give her a little bit of a bobblehead. I would have liked this little scarf piece to have been cloth as well. I wish they would have made that cloth. I did pop her head off to see how this fit on there, and you want to keep this on. You definitely want to keep this on because her boobages are a separate piece for whatever reason, and they're actually soft. They're kind of soft, so you can kind of squeeze them. But yeah, they're separate pieces. There's a separate piece for whatever reason. Maybe I don't know if it's for like articulation reasons, so she can get her arm more across her chest. Obviously, your Buzzmod joints are going to be ugly as hell, but you can't hide them for the most part. She's pretty skinny, so that little ball joint looks terrible on both the sleeved and non-sleeved arms. That's just poking out like a sore thumb. Really ugly. But other than that, she looks pretty good. She looks like herself. But it's odd that they made these cloth and didn't make this cloth. It's very odd to me. But yeah, she looks good. I think she looks pretty good. Now I will say that when I popped her head off, ever since then she has had a lot of bobblehead issues from just popping her head off one time, and now it's seemingly pretty loose, and I'm not a big fan of that. Not a big fan of that at all. So she is constantly like her head is constantly falling backwards. She looks like she's looking up all the time, so that's kind of annoying. But yeah, the boots are nicely sculpted too. I do like that. They did a really good job with the boots. I really do think those are done really nicely. Same way with the scarf, even though I think it should have been cloth. I think it looks good. It's painted nicely too. Obviously the faces are really nice. But that ponytail is very long. Very, very long. But anyway, let's get on to the accessories. All right, so the hand, she does get several hands. So she gets 2 fist hands, 2 open hands like that, and then a trigger finger hand. So those are nice. And then her faces. So she gets a total of 4 faces, and they all look really good. They're really, really good. This one's really cute. I like that. But you got your smiling faces looking to the side. We got nice one angry face there. But this little curious face or whatever you want to call it, that one looks really cute. But yeah, she gets the 4 faces, so those look really good. Then she comes with another bang piece, I guess, for her hair, that has the glasses attached to her. And I'll definitely be using this when I display her, because she gotta have the glasses. Those are awesome. I really like that. She comes with another pair of boobs, which look like they may have been more squozen together. I don't know why these are not soft. These aren't as soft as the other ones, but for some reason she comes with another pair of boobs. So there's that. Then she comes with a couple of straps to display on the gun. And the gun is done really nicely. Nicely painted. Nicely painted. This is exactly how it's supposed to look. Pretty simple looking, but nicely done. I do like that. And then she comes with an effect piece for the gun, so that's cool. That doesn't come off or anything, but yeah, that's really cool. I like the effect piece. I like that blue. I like the way the blue is transitioning into the white. I really like that. That looks really good. And then I think that's it for accessories. So for articulation, I think she has a ball joint in there. So her hair is on a ball hinge. No, actually it's just on a ball peg. So it can move around, it can turn, but you get a little movement out of that. Her head, like I said, really floppy. She can look up that high, down. That is, you can, if you take the scarf off, you can get down more, but you're unlikely it's unlikely that you'll take that scarf off. And she does get some side to side, so she has decent movement in the head. It's just that this ponytail is so heavy and her neck is so floppy, unfortunately, on my copy. So that sucks. She does get horizontal there on the shoulder. There is the bicep swivel is also in the shoulder, and probably, I assume, in the elbow too. No, not really. You're just gonna have to get it in the shoulder. But yeah, she can obviously get all around, a little bit of a swivel there. Nicely over 90 degrees there on the elbow, which makes sense considering what kind of joint it is. Ball hinges for wrists. She can go backwards that far and then forward decently far enough. She is going to get some gapping there. You can move that belt down to kind of hide it somewhat, but you will get a little gapping there. Splits, she's not getting any splits for real, which she's not really a big fighting character, so I guess that's okay. Thigh swivel. Let's see where we can get to do with this leg. This leg kicks up about that far. It does kick out a smidget, but not too far. Over 90 degrees on that knee. And since the stockings are covering up the knee joint, you don't have to worry about the knee joint. You do get a swivel here in the ankle, or I guess not the ankle, but her calf. So there is a swivel there, and it kind of moves for some reason. Up that far on the boot, down that far, and then you can obviously get an ankle rocker, and she has a pretty stiff toe joint, so that's good. So yeah, pretty standard articulation for Buzzmod, not horrible. I would like actually I forgot, she do have a waist twist too. There is a joint under the boobages that you can also spin there too, and the boobages are on a ball peg like that. You just peg it in. It looks terrible, like I said, without that scarf covering it up, but they can move. I mean, if you want to move them around, they can move side to side on that peg. I don't know why you would want to do that, but you can. But anyway, that's it for the articulation. Let's go on to a couple of comparisons. All right, and here she is with her most obvious comparison next to Kamina from Gurren Lagann as well. So they look good together. I wish they would make Simone. Is it Simon or Simone? Then that would basically complete the collection. I do need to get the robot. At some point, I'll grab the robot, or a version of him, because they have come out with so many different versions of the robot. But yeah, at some point I'll grab them, but that's not really a priority. But I definitely wanted to get both of these two together, so they look really good together. All right, and then here she is next to one of the Demon Slayer, Hashira. I just want to show her next to like another female figure. So she is kind of tall. And I'm not quite sure if that is accurate as far as her compared to like Kamina. But yeah, she looks good. She looks really good. I'm glad I got her. But that's it for comparisons. Alrighty, so in conclusion, yeah, she looks good, man. I am glad to have her in the collection. Yeah, I'm super excited. I'm super excited to have her. She looks good. And it's a good figure. She is a little hard to stand because of how heavy her ponytail is, and then when you then attach the gun, it makes her even more back heavy. So I think having that little bit of articulation in her boots where you can kind of shift it really does help her stand. Because they don't, for some reason, Buzzmods don't come with stands. I think it's ridiculous. You're paying $150 for a figure and it don't come with a freaking stand. It's absolutely nonsense. But anyway, that's it for the review. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.